What's up everybody, this video is to show you how to get max damage with no mods or cheats. You need 100 smithing, 100 enchanting, you need the 5 perks in enchanter, insightful enchanter, corpus enchanter, extra effect. You also need 100 alchemy, 5 perks in this. You need physician, benefactor. You don't need the poison perks. You also need 100 in the combat skill that you're using. I use archery, but this also works with one-handed or two-handed. You will need 3 helms, 3 bracers, 3 necklaces, and 3 rings, as well as a lot of snowberries and blue butterfly wings. You need to make 4 pieces of gear with fortify alchemy. You need a ring, necklace, helm, and bracers. You should start out by having 25% on each. And then once you make that, you need to go make 4 potions of fortify enchanting. Then use those potions to go back and make another set of fortify alchemy gear. And then just rinse and repeat until you make the 3rd set. And you should have 29% increase on alchemy on the last set of gear. Once you've made your 4 pieces of 29% increase fortify alchemy, you should be able to make 32% increase enchanting potions, which will come in handy when you're making your gear to boost your damage. You can also make 130% increased smithing potions. You'll need those to fortify your weapon once you're ready to make it. And you can make a fortify marksman potion that does an 130% increased damage for bows. You can make a fortify one-handed potion that also does 130% more damage for your one-handed weapons, or two-handed, increased by 130% damage. If you're a mage, you can make destruction spell increase damage by 162%. Conjuration spells last 162% longer. Restoration spells are 130% stronger. With your enchanting potions that you made, you're going to want to make 4 pieces of smithing gear to increase your smithing skill. You'll need 1 pair of gauntlets, 1 ring, 1 necklace, and 1 chest piece. And then you'll want to have several fortify smithing potions that increase your smithing by 130%. I'm going to make a dragon bow because that is the highest damage bow you can have for the purpose of the video. I prefer the Zephyr bow because it has the fastest fire rate, and you can increase it by quite a bit as well. With your enchanting potions, you will want to make 4 pieces of gear, increasing your damage by 47% apiece. Where I'm an archer, I have a ring, necklace, hood, and gloves that all increase my bow damage by 47% apiece. And once you equip all of that and the bow you just crafted, that should give you your max damage. I got this bow up to 595 damage with Dragonborn arrows, and that is the highest damage you can do in the vanilla game. You can actually get higher damage with some of the Soul Steam perks, which I will show you next. This process is way more extensive. It has a lot more steps, but it's worth it in the end once you get all the boosts. I find it easier to have the Soul Steam house, and you need the quest Served Cold and all the quests leading up to that to get the house over in Soul Steam. You need to have all the quests with the Wizard Neloth and Tel Mithrin until you have the book Sallow Regent. And you need to do the Unearthed quest until you have the 4 pieces of Azadal's armor, which will give you plus 10 enchanting. And that's, I don't think it works with the rings. I use the 4 pieces, you know, chest, helmet, bracers, and boots to get the plus 10 enchanting boost. You will need 3 more sets of gear to make Fortify Alchemy gear. Helm, bracer, ring, and necklace, and you'll also need a set of bracer chests, ring, and necklace to make your smithing gear. The Sallow Regent book has 3 boosts for sorcery, shadows, and might. The sorcery boosts your enchanting, the shadows boost your alchemy, and the might boosts your smithing. Once you finish that black book, you'll want to wear your previous alchemy gear and then turn on Seeker of Shadows and make enchanting potions. And then after you make those potions, switch to Azadal's gear, go back into the book, and turn on Seeker of Sorcery to craft a new set of alchemy gear. And then you rinse and repeat until you end up with a set of alchemy boost gear with 35% increase. That's a lot of steps in between switching all the gear and going into the books, and you want to make sure you don't miss a step, because it will, you'll end up just having to make more sets of gear until you can get to 35%, but 35% is the highest you can get it. Make some enchanting potions and use those to make a set of gear with smithing boost, doing 35% smithing on each piece of gear. And make sure you switch the in the dark book, Sallow Regent, make sure you switch to the appropriate boost each time you switch crafting styles. You will want to make a Fortify smithing potion. You should be able to get it up to 158% increase if you've done everything correctly, and then put on your plus 35% smithing boost and switch your book to Seeker of Might before you craft your before you increase the bow at the grindstone. You will also need to recraft your damage boost gear, and you should be able to get it up to a 57% damage increase on all 4 pieces. And once you have all of that, you should be able to get your bow up to 915 damage, base damage. And that's before you use a potion. You can also craft a 158% marksman boost potion. If you use the marksman potion, you will be doing 2,361 damage, which is insane. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.